Hello.
Hello.
Hello there. How are you
Yeah,
doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very good. So are you going to be with me today, or it's Miss Pudri is gonna come later?
I think Miss Putri is on the way to come
Uh,
here. Yeah, so I'm just for a while.
mhm.
And I think I'm so sorry, Mr. Leo, because me and Elgin, I think can join this class today because we have evaluation. Yeah,
What
so
kind of evaluation do you have?
yeah, so I just help to open this class.
Mhm. I'm saying, what kind of evaluation do you have?
About the activities from about the activities for the students with special needs,
Mhm.
something like
Okay.
that.
So you have to evaluate the students.
Yes.
Okay. I see. So it's kind of a kind of a test evaluation for
Yes.
periodical evaluation. Okay.
Yes.
I see. I see. Raisa, are you there?
Yes,
Yes. Are you tired, Raisa?
yes.
I see. I see. So, Raisa, I'm almost done with Vincenzo. Almost done. I think I have 3 episodes left. I'm really curious about the ending. I really don't know, but I was pretty shocked by without spoiling to anyone that will watch this video, but I was pretty shocked about Inzaghi.
Inzaghi, I watched the behind the scene, and
Uh,
Inzaghi is not a real bird. It's just some edits effects like that.
I,
Animation.
I really,
Animation, yeah.
Yes.
it's not real. See,
It's not real.
it looked really real. But anyway, really, about Inzaghi, I don't understand two things. First of all, the name really random. It's a very famous Italian football player, but I don't know why he decided to call him like that. And number two, what Inzaghi do during the series is a bit too crazy. So didn't like that part. Did you like, Raisa, the plot twist, let's say, about Inzaghi? Did you like that, Raisa?
Yes, I
You,
I actually shocked when Inzaghi helped Vincenzo while on the roof. Have you watched that
yes, yes,
scene?
I watched. I'm referring to that part.
It's actually a bit weird.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't like that. Anyway, anyway, let's wait for the other students. Let's hope there's gonna be someone, since we have Dea and Elgin that cannot join. So I guess we are waiting for Chichi, Ria, Fikri, more or less. Um, anyway, so Dea, what are you up these days? What did you do last weekend?
Last weekend I still teach.
Okay,
Yeah.
you work also during the weekend?
Yeah. Oh no. Actually, the weekend in the Saturday night, I have a virtual reunion with my high school friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you still meet your high school friends sometime?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, I see. So how long ago did you leave high school? How many years?
Oh my. um, I graduate on 2014, I guess.
In
Yeah.
2014?
Yeah.
Okay. So you still meet each other after 7 years?
Yeah.
Okay. So you had also a chance to meet each other in person before coronavirus, or is the coronavirus that create the opportunity the chance to meet online? Well, so did you meet also before in person?
Because one of my friends in Australia now, so he have an idea to doing the virtual reunion.
Okay.
Yeah, because of coronavirus also.
So it's just a recent thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. And so what about Riza? So right now you're in high school, right?
Yes, but I haven't get. I haven't. How do you say? I don't have. Uh, I don't know how to say.
What do you want to say? Let's try with other words. You don't have what? I guess you're looking on internet for a translation. Okay, Dea, don't worry. You can leave. I will manage the class until Miss Putri arrives. See you next time. Say hello to Elgin also from Leo.
Oh, yeah. I haven't had any school to attend because I attend to public school, not private school like in junior high school. So
Okay.
it's actually like a periodic. I don't know how to say it.
So from what I understand, you attend public school, and there is a difference with the private school.
Yes,
And what is this difference?
because if private school we have kind of test and
Okay.
it's if we can pass the test we can go to that school. But if the public school it's based on our score during junior high school and but how far our house from that school, our age to
I see.
something like that.
I
A
understand.
bit
So
complicated.
you're saying, so for private schools, you have an entry test. So you get accepted to the school if you perform well at the test or not. For public schools, instead, you have some criteria
Yes.
that are, for example, good grades,
Yeah.
but not a test, just good grades during
Yeah.
your time there at school, and then distance from home. I mean, distance of the school from home, and another thing. Okay, I see. But so you're referring to this is to enter to public university or private university or what? Or to the next year of high school? I'm a bit confused.
To the next oh to the next school.
The
I
next
mean
school? Do you change school
no.
from?
From elementary to junior we also have that to from junior to high schools we also have from high school to university it's kind of different. uh we must do tests and we have the something like if you have good grades and uh we have good grades in high school we can get like a free pass something like that.
Okay, I see. Anyway, hello Ria. With Raisa, we were talking about school system. Hello,
Hello,
Ria.
Mr. Leo. Hello.
Okay,
Sorry to come too late.
You're actually the second earliest to join the class.
Yeah, I think
So I'm not sure actually, because they told me that Dea and Elgin cannot join.
Oh,
Also, Mr. Swart, it's been some lessons that I didn't see him. So I think we are waiting for Chichi and Fikri basically. And Tika also, it's been a while that I didn't see her, so I'm not sure. But she did her homework, so I don't know. Let's wait maybe another 3 minutes, and then let's see what to do. Anyway, Ria, how are you today?
I'm very tired today because today is very busy at my office, and I almost cannot join with this class because I have a lot of work, a lot of meeting, and a lot of deadline.
Okay, a lot of deadlines. I see.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry, Ria. Do you want to go away?
No.
I'm joking. I'm joking. So
Yes.
I thank you for joining. Then, uh,
Okay. And I'm very very shy because every class I think I always come too late because in my office the office hour is was normally
what? Sorry, could you repeat?
my office hours is
Mm,
was normally every day. I go to work to my office. It's the work from home is was done, and it
mm,
normally hours. So at 4 o'clock, it's my apps. I must absent. So sometimes we will come too late to join this class because I must absent first
mm.
in my office like that. Sometimes I still driving my car, and
Sure, sure.
because of that I very sad because I always come too late. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry about that.
I understand. I understand. Yeah, would be better, to have all the students starting at the same time. You're not the only one. I mean, also have to say, Indonesia, for what I heard, it's not famous for people being on time. They told me. What is your opinion, Ria and Raisa?
For
So
uh,
that they told me before that in Indonesia people usually are late because of the I don't know, the culture, they were saying, but I don't know if it's true because they were not Indonesians speaking.
yes, yeah, sometimes a half of people do that. Uh, they're come late, but for me, if I don't have the reason ur- or urgent activity, I will on time.
Mhm. Yeah, you will arrive on time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So when you speak, one important thing that I
yeah,
notice, especially for, this is interesting, especially for the uh, oldest of the class, you tend to forget to put the verb to be.
oh yeah,
For example, you say you just say on time, right? But we must put a verb, so it could be arrive on time, to be on time,
okay.
right? So to be on time, for example. Um, I'm not sure exactly why. I guess because you're not fresh. You're not fresh from your school. Did you study English at school, Ria, at your time?
Yeah, I
Or
did, but it's uh, not every day, and
mhm,
uh, the English is I'm not using English every day. So about I
mhm,
think because of that, my English or my grammar is not
mhm,
good and not
mhm,
French because every day I can speak English with
mhm.
someone because I don't have someone to uh, will be will be
Practice.
my pair to
Mhm,
speaking, and
mhm,
because of that I joined in TML because
mhm.
I think
Sure.
it's very nice to me to increase my English because one of my weakness is I don't have fluent English like that.
Mhm. Yeah, I have to say that anyway, Ria, you're very good at speaking in the sense that it's very easy to understand you, right? So that's a good job for that. About, you know, sometimes a basic grammar, right? Should be, I think, refreshed. Maybe should be put in practice daily, like you were saying, always remembering, always repeating that in the same way, so that stick into your mind, right? Stick in that way into your mind.
Yeah. Sometimes sometimes I repeat again the video from YouTube because maybe my age was 35, so I think it's my mind it's not fresh like Raisa. It's still young and very fresh.
So, Raisa, did you hear? We are expecting, me and Ria, that you should learn much faster than us.
Yeah,
because
I
you're
think
much younger.
Yeah, I don't know.
Raisa is very good, I think.
We are high expectation for you, Raisa.
Yeah.
Oh my God, don't give me a hesitation.
But anyway, sure, having the opportunity to talk every day, of course, is one of the best way, right? Anyway, I don't know. I think maybe we can wait another 2 minutes, and 6:20 we will start with my presentation. So let's wait another bit. For today's lesson, anyway, we have comparatives and superlatives adverbs. So if you remember, in the past, we had a look to comparative and superlative adjectives, right? For example, I am taller than Raisa. Or, for example, Raisa is the youngest in the class, right? We have a comparative and superlative adjective. But also we can make comparison using the adverbs. And so, for example, let me think. If I'm driving very fast, you could ask me, could you please drive more slowly? So in this case, we are making a comparison using an adverb that is slow. Slowly, sorry, it's slowly. Slow is the adjective. Slowly, more slowly. Anyway, we will see soon. Let's wait another minute if anyone will join last minute. No, actually, no one. So anyway, let me take my presentation. We will go from here, just the three of us. Bit sad that I cannot see anyone, not even one face today, but okay. Okay, share. So I wanted to share with you also the result of the personality test, but it's just two of you. Anyway, we will see it. Maybe we will see it again with the others. So clearly, again, the personality test, as the disclaimer, has no value. We made it. It's just a game, but let's see. We have the most diligent people in the class that are Ria and Chichi. So congratulations, Ria, the most diligent. Actually, it was you with the highest score in diligence. Then we have the least diligent. Okay, so let's see, least diligent. I think they are not here today. They are, most altruistic first. Sorry, most altruistic. We have Ria and Tika. So congratulations, Ria, again. Now we have the least diligent that are not here today, except one. Fikri and Leo. Okay, so we are the least diligent. But one thing for Fikri, she came out as the least diligent. However, she always does her homework. So I think our test is not very good. Okay, we didn't make a very good test. Anyway, in the last altruistic is Raisa and Chichi. Raisa, what are you doing? Anyway, these are the results. Let's go back to the adverbs, as I was saying. As you know, we analyzed in the previous lessons the parts of the speech. Just to quickly look again at adverbs, what are adverbs? Adverbs describe or modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. For example, almost, gently, helpfully, someday. Okay, so some of the adverbs end in ly, while others no. Okay, like almost, someday, often, etc. Adverbs are pretty similar to adjectives, but adjectives describe or modify nouns or pronouns, while adverbs focus on verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. So again, we have Lara is a brave girl. She usually works hard. So we have noun, Lara, and girl. Is the verb. Brave is an adjective, okay? It's a description of girl, right? So brave is referring to girl, so it's an adjective. Then, why is not going further? Sorry, 1 minute. Presentation is not working anymore. Oh, okay. Very strange. Wait a second. Sorry, I'll share again. No, I don't know. It's not working. Let me try to close and reopen the program real quick. Okay, let's see. Can you hear me, right? Yes?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Okay, anyway, so we have verb, adjective, as I was saying, she, pronoun, right? She, because she is repeating Lara. So it's the pronoun. Usually is an adverb because it's referring to the way she works. In which way she works? She works usually, so oftentimes. And also hard. So hard and usually are describing a verb. This is why they are called adverbs. Anyway, we are not going through this again. Just to look again to some example of comparative and superlative adjectives. For example, the adjective is fast, the comparative is faster. I don't know, the cat is faster than the snail. Or the superlative. I don't know, the elephant, no, maybe the whale is the, I don't know, we have biggest of all the animals, for example. Okay, so as you remember, for the comparative, we add ER. For the superlative, we are EST. Ria, Raisa, would you like to real quickly tell me the difference between comparative and superlative, just to be sure that we remember? When do we use the comparative? When do we use the superlative? I'm sure you know very well at this point. Let's see, Raisa, when do we use the comparative? Faster.
Comparative is for comparing between two things or
Between two
categories.
things. Okay, or categories, great. And Ria, what about the superlative?
Superlative, if you want to talk about the things, the most from another.
Okay, the most from, while comparative is one-to-one, what about superlative?
Superlative is one to all.
One to all or one to a group,
You can
specific
compare.
group. Not necessarily all, in the sense it could be also a specific group, but yes, all of the group that we are thinking about. Okay, great. So let's see this example instead for the superlative and comparative adverbs. So the teacher spoke slowly, but we didn't understand. Therefore, the teacher spoke more slowly to help us understand. So in this case, slowly is not an adjective. is an adverb, right? Because it's referring to what? Raisa, Ria?
Yes, referring to
spoke.
spoke. It's an adverb.
It's referring to spoke. It's the way the teacher was speaking. Was speaking. This doesn't mean that the teacher is slow, right? No, it's just that in that moment was speaking slowly, right? Just in that moment. Maybe the teacher is able to speak fast, right? But for the purpose of teaching is speaking slowly. But still the student didn't understand. And so the teacher decided to speak more slowly. So in this case, more slowly is a comparison to the previous situation, okay? So situation 1, situation 2. So here we use the comparative adverb in order to compare to the situation of before. So an expression like more slowly, formed from the adverb slowly, is known as a comparative adverb. It is used to show who or what has performed an action in a specific manner, to the greater or lesser degree. In other words, it is used to compare two performances. So we have performance 1 and performance 2, and we are comparing them. So one performance to one performance, we use a comparative adverb. Now let's see the form. With adverbs ending in ly, you must use more to form the comparative and must to form the superlative. So you remember in the case of adjectives, what was the rule? Do you remember? For conjugate them. What was the rule? So we have fast becomes faster or fastest. What is the rule here? Ria, what do you think is the rule?
Use more than.
But here there is faster actually, not more.
Oh.
Not more fast. So do you remember the rule? Because there are two forms. There is faster, or for example, more beautiful. They are both comparative adjectives.
Yeah, but I want to talk. I'm confused to talk about it, but I understand what do you mean. If more than one, what it
syllable? Let's say
yeah,
very
syllables.
long word.
yeah, syllables. sorry. Yeah. If more the the long syllables, we use more. If one only er.
Right, if it's short, er or est.
Yeah.
More er, most est, right?
Yeah.
But for the comparative and superlative adverb, and this might be a bit confusing for you, for li, we use more or most. So quietly, even if it's short, let's say, it becomes more quietly, most quietly. Slowly becomes more slowly, most slowly. Seriously, more seriously, most seriously. Okay?
Yeah.
And let's read the example. Ria, can you read the first example?
The teacher spoke more slowly to help us to understand.
Okay. Raisa, can you read the second example?
Would you sing more quietly, please?
Okay, great. At this point, though, for adverbs that do not have ly at the end, for example, hard, fast, and late. Do you remember hard, fast, and late are, let's say, special? They are an exception to the rule. Hard, fast, and late. They don't have ly at the end. And so in this case, we treat them with er and est. Okay, so hard becomes harder. So for example, can you read the Ria?
Jim works harder than his brother.
Exactly. So in this case, we don't say more hard, we say harder. Okay. Raisa, can you read the second one?
Everyone in the race ran fast, but John ran the fastest of all.
Okay, perfect. Last part of the grammar for today is that some adverbs, of course, are irregular. You know, in English, there are always some irregularities in the rules, right? And so for badly, the comparative is worse and the superlative is worst. Same with the adjective, if you remember, of bad, right? Bad, worse, worst. Badly, worse, worst. For far, we have farther, further, farthest, furthest. For little, we have less, least. For well, we have better, best. Okay, this should be easy to remember because anyway, they're same with the exception with the adjectives. So let's read the example. I will read the first one. The little boy ran farther than his friends. Raisa, second one.
You're driving worse today than yesterday.
Ria, can you read the last one?
He playing the best and the best of any player.
Okay. So anyway, you can see again that in this case, these are referring to the action, not to the person. So he played the best of any player. This doesn't mean that he is the best. He played the best that day. Maybe tomorrow he will not play the best compared to others. Okay, let's try to make some example. So who would like to start? Raisa or Ria? So we should put here the name of the animal, change the form of the article, of the adverb, sorry.
The monkey jumped more gracefully than the elephant.
Exactly. Okay, so we have Ly, and so it's more gracefully. Okay, great. Raisa? Raisa, are you there?
Sorry, my internet is unstable. The crocodile moves faster than the lion.
Exactly. So in this case, we don't have fastly, right? It's just fast. So faster than the lion. Do you know crocodiles are very, very fast if they run straight. So they say to survive, I don't know if it's true, but they say to survive from running away from a crocodile, you should run like this, not
Zigzag.
run straight. Yes, do some zigzag. Okay, Ria?
The bird sings more beautifully than the horse.
Perfect. Raisa?
The giraffe lives more happily than the bird.
Bird, or do you know this bird with a very huge beak?
I don't know.
I think toucan.
Yeah.
Toucan. I think there must be in Indonesia. Usually in tropical countries you find them. Anyway, I don't know actually if the giraffe lives more happily than the toucan. I didn't know. I didn't have any more examples. So anyway, let's see the last one. Ria?
The tiger hunts. What it's well?
Okay, so well is the adverb for good.
The tiger hunts good than the snake.
So what let's imagine I want to praise you instead of Raisa, and so I say Ria is then Raisa. Not good. Ria is good then Raisa. No, what should I say? Ria is
Better.
better than Riza, for example. Okay, I'm sorry, Riza. Ria is better than Riza. So in this case, well is irregular. It's just better. So the tiger hunts better than the snake.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's just irregular. Okay, so now let's try to make few examples with superlative. So for example, the horse runs most gracefully among all animals. Okay, so most gracefully. Now it's not easy to make a sentence like this because we should find, first of all, a verb for the animal, and then a way in which the action expressed from the verb is performed. So in this case, we have running, and then the horse somehow runs gracefully, right? So we can say that. But I don't know, for other animals, it's not very easy. Let's see what you can make up with your mind. Ria, Raisa, think a bit if you have any idea, any example. And if as soon as you have one, you can say me. Okay? Take 2 minutes to think. You don't have to use these animals. Huh? This is just an examples. You can also use other animals. Do you have any? Not yet?
I think the snake sound most quietly among all animals.
What's the verb, Ria?
Quietly.
No, the
Most
verb,
quietly.
verb. What's the
Verb.
action?
Sound.
Song? Like sing?
No. Like yeah, like it's.
Can you write down in the chat?
The snake sound.
Raisa, do you have a sentence in the meantime?
Yes. The bird flies the best among all animals.
Exactly. Perfect. Let's see. Ria. I don't know why today Zoom is giving me some problem. Now I cannot open the messages. Wait a second. Okay, I'll close the presentation to read. Okay. So Ria, you're saying that the snake sounds the most quietly among all animals. I understand what you mean. But it sounds a bit strange, this kind of sentence. Maybe we can say that the snake moves most quietly among all animals.
Oh, okay.
Moves, because when he moves, he doesn't make much sound. Because just sound, because an instrument, a musical instrument, we can say a sound in this way. Otherwise, it's kind of strange. Make sound, right? It's more like the sound that it makes. The snake moves most quietly among all animals. Okay. Anyway, as you can see, it's pretty simple, the concept. You just have to remember that the rule is different. And so it's easy to make mistakes in this case. Anyway, let's move to something else now. I would like you to help me give some suggestions to the people that we will see in the picture, or to the situation that we will see in the picture. So you can give suggestions or making requests using comparative adverbs. So you should something, you must something, could you something. For example, we see this person. What is this person doing? Let's see. First of all, what is he doing? Can you help me describe? Ria, what is he doing?
Eating too much noodles.
He's eating too much. Okay, he's eating too much. Maybe he's eating also very, very fast. What do you think? So what can we suggest to this person?
You should eat more slowly.
You should eat more slowly. Exactly. Perfect. We lost Ria. So actually now her connection was bad. Now it's just a private lesson, Raisa. Okay, good for you, I guess. Even though some interaction also is positive. But let's see what we can do in the meantime. Anyway, yes, good suggestion. You should eat more slowly. What about this situation? Imagine that someone is driving, right? What would you say in this situation?
You should drive more carefully.
Okay, you should drive more carefully. Exactly. Perfect. So how do you know how you call this kind of situation? So how do you call this?
Bad traffic jam.
Bad traffic jam. It's a bad traffic jam, right? So Raisa, are you back?
Alhamdulillah.
I'm back, but I cannot see anything. Like it's just black.
Yeah, it's not loading for you. So Ria, can you describe the picture to Raisa?
It's the picture is scenery about a bad traffic jam.
And there are many cars.
Yeah, many cars, and I don't know, one car and another cars. It's like racing.
So Raisa, in this case, what should you say to someone that is driving? Can you give them a suggestion in a situation like that? Raisa, can you hear me? I'm afraid she cannot. Raisa? No, I think she cannot. Let's just move on, okay, Ria, in the meantime. No, Raisa, I see that you turn on your microphone.
Okay, I can see the picture.
Okay, so what suggestion would you give? What would you ask to? You can either ask something, request something, or give a suggestion. What would you say?
Maybe they should use public transportation than their own cars, because
okay, no, it's true, Raisa. Good, but in this exercise we are using comparatives adverbs still. Okay, so the picture before that there is the person eating, Ria said you should eat more slowly. What about this traffic jam, Raisa? What would you tell them?
I don't know. I don't have any idea.
Ria found a very easy solution, actually. There is a very easy one. So what should they do? Maybe how can they drive?
Maybe they should drive more slowly.
More slowly, maybe more carefully, maybe more
Maybe.
careful. Maybe they should drive better. I don't know if the reason why there is the traffic jam is because they're driving bad, but let's just say that. Maybe they could drive better. Okay, let's see another picture. What would you say to the last one in the picture?
He should run faster
He should run
to
faster.
be the winner.
To be the winner. Okay, great. What about this situation, Ria?
She should sing more slowly, I think.
Slowly?
Or
So the volume is not
yeah,
fast and slow, right? The volume is
lower.
So yes, lower, but then it becomes an adjective. We can say just quiet. We can say
yeah,
quietly.
Okay.
So she
should sing more quietly.
Okay, perfect. Raisa, what if you are the man on the right? You're very tired of your neighbor that is singing so loud. So you go to knock at her door. She opens the door, right? She opens the door. What would you say?
You should sing more quietly or lowering your speaker. I don't know how to say, but do you get it?
No, but you should sing more quietly is perfect. You should lower maybe the volume of your loudspeakers. But what I would like to point out in this case is that usually you don't go to someone directly and you say, you should do this. Unless it's your friend, unless it's maybe it's your daughter or your son, right? That you can command. Because should, yes, it's a suggestion, but it's a bit strong to someone that you don't know, right? So in this case, if you look, you can also make a request like, could you? So could you speak more quietly? I mean, could you sing more quietly? I'm very polite requesting you. The level of politeness is like, could you speak more quietly? Can you speak more quietly? You should speak more quietly. You must speak more quietly. So in this case, I think reasonably, I go to knock the door and I say, could you sing more quietly? If it's the maybe third time that I tell her, then you should speak. I mean, you should sing more quietly, right? Understand?
Understand.
Okay, great. What about this person? So what is it? What is he doing? I'm not sure. You should help me to describe. So is he speaking?
Screaming,
Maybe,
I think.
yeah.
What Ria?
Screaming.
Screaming? Maybe screaming? Raisa, what do you
Or
think?
the way he talks is maybe a bit complicated
Let's
for others to understand.
exactly. Let's take the second one because before we already did something with a high volume. Maybe he's speaking in a very complicated way. He's making a very complex. He's having a very complex conversation. So what would you say to him? Do you know the opposite of complicated for conversation? How would you say?
Could
you
you
know?
speak more easily?
Okay, more easily. Okay, okay. More. What about clear?
Yeah, clearly.
Can you repeat, Ria?
Could you speak more clearly?
More clearly. More easily is okay. It's it depends on what you mean exactly. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, could you speak more clearly? Could you speak more easily? Okay. What about this? I have no idea. I just put this hoping for you to find a suggestion. Ria, Raisa? So maybe you are part of this. Let's imagine that you are part of this conversation and the two person are speaking in English, right? What would you say to them?
Maybe if I'm the one who who have a conversation with them and I couldn't really understand, I would ask them to, could you please speak more slowly or fluently so that I could understand.
Exactly. Could you speak more slowly? Perfect. Ria, do you have any other idea about this? Or you like
I'm with
Raisa's?
Raisa.
Okay, you like that.
We can say could you speak more clearly? Yeah.
Clearly, okay. Let's not go to the two, actually. Let's move to this one. Since we are just two, I would like us to have some, just some conversation about some question. So first question for you is, now just forget about the grammar that we've been working with, just having some conversation to put in practice everything that we've been studying until now. Because as I told you, in the first part of our second level course, we've been focusing on some grammar. But now I would like in the next lessons to focus more about conversation, okay, for the lessons that are remained. So as part of the conversation, I'm planning to ask you some, let's say, complicated questions. So, for example, would you say that money is the key to a person's happiness? Ria, Raisa, what's your opinion on this? Let's start with Raisa.
Yes, I would say that because if you like to eat, if you're a foodie, you can just buy foods do you like and eat, and it's make you happy, but it's not permanent, like it's just temporary. Like you can just suddenly get bored or unhappy.
So you said, would you say that money is the key to a person's happiness? You said
Yes.
yes, but you said that it's temporary now. Am I?
Yes. Yeah,
Uh,
yes, but it's temporary.
okay, yes, but temporary. Okay, okay, I see. Ria, what do you think about what Raisa said about the question? What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. We need money, but money is not everything because uh, more thing can make us more happy, like my family, like our freedom to do something like that.
I see, I see. And just one thing, Ria, I am agree, no, because agree is a verb.
Oh, yeah.
So I agree.
I agree. Okay, okay.
Just that, I agree. I agree with Raisa. Okay, so I can see we are on the same page between Ria and Raisa. I would like to ask you then, is there, in your opinion, a threshold of a salary that you should receive to be happy in this case? So you say that money is important. How much money should you receive to be happy every month, in your opinion? Maybe
20 million, 20 million, I think.
So 20 million Indonesian rupiah, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the conversion rate. Let me see quickly on Google. Or Raisa, do you know how to convert rupiah to dollar?
Just type Indonesian rupiah to dollars.
Donation. No, sure. I thought maybe you knew already.
I don't know.
Rupiah to dollar. Let's see. Let me see. Okay. I mean, it's a. I guess this is a high salary maybe in Indonesia. Yeah, I guess because you were laughing. This is kind of average in Italy instead. For us, the average salary a bit more in Italy. What would you say in Indonesia? Is this high, very high, or a bit?
Mm, in province, we have a minimum salary, and the rate is 5 million
I see. I
in
see.
the
So,
month. Yeah.
so it's 4 times higher the minimum
four
salary.
times higher, 20.
Okay, I see. So what about Raisa? So Raisa, do you think you should receive 20 million Indonesian rupiah to be happy, or less or more? What do you need?
I don't know.
You don't know. I know you're very young. Maybe you never ask yourself this. Okay, I see. It's understandable. It's understandable. Ria, I'm just curious. Ria, maybe Ria is more can answer my question. How much is for a rent of a nice place in maybe Jakarta?
Um,
How much would be the rent?
it's the range is 1.9 billion, 1.9 billion or 2 billion. Starting, it's we can
Billion.
have billion.
For I'm talking about rent.
Billion.
I was so you're saying for buying billion, right?
Yeah, it's 2 billion in rupiah.
But for buying the place, you're saying.
For I'm sorry, can you repeat, Mr. Leo? It's for buy a house. It's the rent is 2 billion.
I see. No, I was asking for renting. Do you know the difference between buy and rent?
Oh, rent. It's only 2 million
2 million.
per
2
month.
million.
Yeah, in a month.
For a nice place.
Yeah.
You very cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, not that maybe for you not very cheap, but compare to Italy. Anyway, okay, thank you, Ria. Thank you for the information. Anyway, so okay, let's move to the next one. That is, do you prefer buying things online or in actual shops? Ria, this time maybe.
I prefer to buy online because it's more easier.
Okay, so here, more easier. Pay attention, Ria. More easier.
More easier.
Okay. No, but so
confused.
Yeah, I know that it's not simple. It's not simple because yeah, I understand. So buying online is easier than buying in actual shops. So in this case, we are using easier as adjective. So let me show you. Let me show you. So for example, buying online is easier than buying in actual shops. Okay, so in this case, we are using a comparison. Okay, this is an adjective because buying is not a verb in this case. Buying is the action of buying. It's kind of a thing. It's considered as a thing here. So buying is, this is the verb for us in our case for this sentence. Buying is easier than buying. So easier in this case is an adjective. But for example, now I'll make a sentence that doesn't make much sense, but just to show you, you should buy more easily. You should buy more easily. This doesn't sound good in English, but anyway, you should buy more easily. So here we have buy, that is the verb, okay? And so easily is referring to buy, right? And so in order to make the comparison, we need more easily. Buying online is easier than buying in actual shops. For example, I prefer to buy things online because it is easier. Okay, so Ria, if you see here, and I think this is more clear, to buy things online, I'm saying it is not a verb. In fact, I mean, of course, to buy is the infinite form of a verb, but then to buy things online is a thing. In fact, then we use the pronoun it to summarize this. So I prefer to buy things online because it is talking about to buy things online is easier. So in this case, we have easy that is referring to the pronoun that is referring to this thing. And so it's not considered a verb in this sense. So that's why we use the adjective, easier. It's a bit confusing, I guess. But yes, okay. So it is easier. Okay, yeah. What do you mean easier though? What's easier exactly for you? What is easier for you, Ria? It's faster. It's what?
Because we don't need to go to the shop. Only from my handphone, we can order what we want to buy.
Okay. Raisa, what do you think about this?
I prefer to buy online because sometimes it's cheaper than in the actual shops. I don't know why, but yeah.
Okay.
That's the actual
So
thing
just for this
that
reason,
happened.
what do you think about Ria's reason? Raisa, what do you think about Ria's motivation? Ria said that she prefers to buy online because it's easier in the sense that she can just use the phone. She doesn't have to go out from her house, right? And she can buy. Do you agree on that? No, we lost Raisa. Okay, Ria, what do you think about Raisa's motivation? Raisa said online things are cheaper sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes the price is more cheap. Is more cheap than
Cheaper.
it's more
the
cheaper.
price is cheaper.
Yeah.
Because it's short one, right? Cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper than in actual shop. Maybe in actual shop need like to pay the bill, the rent of the shop, to pay the tax.
Right. So let's see. The price is cheaper in the physical store. Let's say physical store. The price is. What do you think, Ria? So if in online is cheaper, in the physical store the price is
More expensive.
Okay, more expensive. This was for you to check if this time you will put some more. After no more, no, it's not okay. No more is not okay. Now we need to
Yeah.
put more. Okay, more expensive. Okay, great. Okay, so let's move to the third question. That I don't know why it's fifth because it's third. If you had all the money in the world, would you change your spending habits? Raisa, maybe first, if she has a good connection now.
Maybe yes. Wait, can
Okay.
you hear my voice?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
I guess no.
No, we can hear you, Raisa.
Oh, we can. Okay.
but I think you,
Because it's lagging.
yeah. Yes, just talk. Tell
Um,
us.
maybe yes, because I have all the money. Why would I don't spend that? Spend those
Okay, that's a
to
good.
buy.
Mhm. That's a good perspective. Okay, Ria, what do you think?
I think yes. I will
Mhm.
buy everything I need.
Mhm. So you're changing everything you need or everything you want, because that's a bit different.
Want and need
Uh,
all of
because
them because I had all the money in the world.
right, okay. And let's imagine that you are in this situation. What's the first thing that would you buy, Ria? So imagine that in this moment you have all the money of the world. You have to go buy something, right? What would you buy?
I would buy a building.
A whole building.
Yeah.
What you're gonna do with that?
I want to make the company for
Mm,
my business.
okay. Do you have already the business and you need the building, or you just want the building to make the business?
I have a company,
Mm,
but it's small company.
okay, you want to make a very big company.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I hope you will achieve your dream, Ria.
Yeah, I
So,
hope. Thank you.
mm, Raisa, what's your opinion? What would you buy? The
I
first
think I
thing.
would buy a new house,
Mm,
maybe in
okay,
the better place.
in a better place because the house in which you are
Mm,
now, it's you don't like the place.
I don't like the place.
Uh-huh. What would be the better place in your opinion?
Maybe the cleaner one. The the air is more fresh.
Okay, a place in which there is less pollution.
Yes.
Okay. And how big do you want the house?
Don't be so big because I'm afraid of ghosts. Just
Okay.
the simple one, but it's neat.
I see. I see. I remember when I was living alone. I was working for a company. They gave me the company house, and so for a period, I was living there with another worker. And so, because the house was very big, but then the worker left, and I was alone in a very big house. So I was not scared, but it was very sad though. I had a lot of rooms, and I was just alone, so I didn't know what to do with all those rooms. So anyway, okay, I understand partly the feeling. Okay, so at this point, I would like maybe based on the what we said until now, if Ria wants to ask something to Raisa, or if you Raisa want to ask something to Ria, is there any question that you would like to ask to your classmate about what we said? Let's think. No question? Should I help you? Okay, let me take, wait 1 second. I'll take for you some more questions. Okay, for example, from here. Why not? Okay, let me share this. Okay, so for example, taking question from here, you can choose, I was taking, let's see. Okay, let's do some eating and drinking. So, Ria, Raisa, maybe Ria, you can ask one of those questions to Raisa. Choose one and ask.
What food do you like eating, Liz, and why?
Vegetables. Something healthy, I don't like it.
So why in the question? Why?
When we chew the vegetables, it makes a sound like weird. I just think it's weird and it's unpleasant to hear. I don't like the sound of it.
Okay, I understand. It's the first time though that I hear someone saying that he or she doesn't like vegetables for the sound. So it's just the sound, not even the feeling.
The feeling also, the taste. I only like
No, no.
some veg.
What I meant is not the taste, but the feeling while you're chewing.
Oh, the
So
feeling is
the
also.
texture
I
of the,
I don't like.
you don't like that
I
either.
don't like.
But the sound is the most important thing.
Yes.
Okay. So Ria, what do you think about this?
Actually, like Raisa, I don't like vegetables too.
I'm sorry, Ria, but so Raisa is younger than us. We should invite her to eat the vegetables. So now please make her a suggestion. What should she do?
You should, you should eat vegetables often to get a healthy body. I think
Okay.
that's it.
Okay, thank you, Ria. So, Raisa, what do you think about this?
I know. I already heard it thousand
Okay.
times.
Thousand
But
of times. From who? From who, Raisa?
from my parents the most, and from
Okay.
my friends too, because they like to eat salad. I don't know.
Okay. But so, Raisa, I'm wondering if your parents cook for you vegetables, then will
Hmm.
you eat them or will
No.
you leave them in the dish?
No. I would not eat them. Maybe
Ah,
just a little bit because
okay.
they cook for us. So yeah, we should eat it.
Okay, I see, I see. Okay, Raisa, would you like to ask one of these questions to Ria?
Mm, do you enjoy trying unusual food or do you stick to the same foods?
I prefer to stick to the same food
Why?
because what it's in English. I am a picker for the food. I only like meat, not like vegetables. So
So you,
I am usually eat the same foods like only rendang in Monday, Bandung presto in Tuesday, like that. Like that, I have a menu for a week and eat the same food.
I see. So there is a small range of food that you like, so you stick to that one, right? I
Yeah.
understand correctly. I see. I see. I will take this chance to ask you. So when I was in Indonesia, the main dish that that I ate the most, I mean that I had the most in Indonesia, was fried rice with chicken. In the end, that was available everywhere. So, is that what you usually eat, Ria,
Yeah.
Raisa?
For breakfast, I eat the bread rice.
Hmm.
For me, no, I don't really like fried rice
No,
because
Raisa,
it's
you cannot eat anything. Vegetables, fried rice, fried
because
rice.
it's oily.
But it's very popular in Indonesia, no?
Yeah,
Mm. So,
I still
so
eat them, but not that.
uh,
Uh, yeah,
not your favorite.
not my favorite.
Okay, so what's your favorite then, Raisa? If you can choose.
I prefer fried chicken.
Mm-mm-mm. Fried chicken, okay. I see, I see. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm curious. What is, in your opinion, Ria and Raisa, the best dish from Indonesian cuisine? The best dish in Indonesia?
Rendang.
Uh, I heard that, but I don't remember. What is it?
It's meat with coconut.
Mm-hmm. So meat and coconut.
Yeah.
Coconut milk or coconut?
Not. It's like what it's seasoning.
Okay, it's the seasoning.
Seasoning with the coconut water. It's like santan in Indonesia.
I see, I see. So it's coconut water
Yeah.
on the meat. Raisa, you wanted to say something more?
No, I, I, I agree with Miss Ria.
Okay, you agree with Miss Ria. Okay, let's maybe ask another question. Let's see. Crime. Okay, let's take crime. Ria,
Yeah.
you can ask Raisa one of these very dangerous questions. Choose carefully then.
Do you know someone who has been a victim of a violent crime, Raisa?
Violent crime.
Violent crime.
Let me think.
Let me think.
I don't really know them, but when I was in elementary, my junior and their family their house is robbed, but and they they die.
They died?
Yes.
I see, I see. So, Raisa, would you like to ask something to Ria among those?
Are there any places you are afraid to visit because of the high crime rate? If so, where?
I think I don't have any places.
So, I think I'm not afraid of any places, I would say. Okay, of any place, actually. I'm not afraid of any place. Okay. So, for you, Jakarta is all safe, Ria? What do you think?
For me, since I was born until now, it's very safe.
What about for a tourist?
I think it's safe too because many police station in Jakarta, and we have like application to, you can report about the crime. We have that in Jakarta.
Okay, Ria, just one thing you said, because I think many police stations. Okay, we don't have a verb here. So what would you say? I think many police station. We should put a verb in here.
What is
So because I think is a sentence itself. I think, and then we have another sentence. And then you said many police stations. But police station what? Are there? You mean that there are many police stations, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just saying, always remember that we need a verb, right? So
Okay.
I think there are many police stations. I think it's not a problem because there are many police stations. Okay, I see. For example, me being born in Rome, also I had the opportunity to live in Rome a bit. I would say though that not all the areas are safe in the same way. Maybe near the station in the night, near the main train station in the night is not very safe, but still I would not be afraid to go, of course. But maybe for some people it's better to not go. Anyway, okay, let's move to another one. Okay, let's choose relationships now. Ria, wanna choose one question for Raisa? Ria, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Leo.
Okay.
Have you ever put down your best friend, Raisa?
Raisa.
Wait, let me
So
think.
from the score result, all right, second conditional score result, altruistic profile of Raisa was low, right? So you must have. So let's see. Let's see. Is the test
I
accurate?
think I ever had a fight. Not a fight, it's like a silent treatment to each other with my best friend. I talk bad behind her.
I
My
see.
bad.
I see. You talk bad behind her. Okay, I see.
But I get along with her again.
Okay, I would like to point out something here. Let me show, because this is a mistake that you did some other times to Raisa. So let me share. This is important also for, anyway, Ria. So have you ever something, right? Have you ever did something? And then in this case, the answer are like, I never, right? Or yes, I did. But then we don't say ever again. Ever, it's not useful anymore in this case. You can say, yes, I did it once. You can say something like, yes, I did it once, right? So one time. But in this case, saying ever doesn't make sense. Okay, Raisa? You should not put ever in the positive answer. Yes, I did it once. Yes, I did it twice. Yes, it happened, right? Yes, it happened. Okay. Yes, it happened. Okay. Okay, so now it's just 3 of you here. Anyway, I will explain to you, and then we will repeat ourselves, because my idea is to have a speech contest. So students are invited to write a 3-minute long speech, 2 to 4, okay? It doesn't have to be 3 exactly, in English, about one topic of their choice among the following. Okay, and so we have some debate topics. For example, beauty is not only in the eye of the beholder, or beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So in here, you have to make a 3 minutes speech, okay? You write the speech down, you calculate the time, and then you send it to me through Miss Putri usually for corrections. So I will fix the grammar, I will fix everything. Then I send you back, and you're asked to memorize it and present it to the class by heart, right? By heart. You don't read, you just say that out loud by remembering it. And the deadline technically for sending the text is Wednesday, 16th of June. So now is in 1 week from now. So you have 7 days to plan how to write this text, okay? About 3 minutes, 2 minutes is okay, 4 minutes is okay, more is a bit too long, less is a bit too short. And then the contest will take place on Monday, 28th of June. So you send it on the 16th. In probably 2 days, I send you back in 1 day, 2 days. And then you have time, about 10 days, to memorize your final version of the speech. Again, you don't have to worry too much. You know, you can write a simple speech if you want. But on here, the goal is to write an interesting speech. Can be simple, but should be interesting for us that are listening, right? And then my final score for you will be based on the fluency of the speech, the pronunciation, and also the contents, if they are good, if I like them or not. And we will have, you know, for the final test, we have the final test that accounts for 60% of the score. Writing contest will account for 20%. A speech contest will account for 20%. Okay? Clear? Ria,
Clear.
Yeah,
want to say something?
No,
No?
I understand.
Oh, okay. Okay. So anyway, again, as you know, the final test is not for evaluating you, but is more to see if you you grasp the topics of the course, right? Of the what we've been doing until now. So this 60% will be based mainly on grammar, like very specific questions on grammar, while these two areas are aimed to see if you got fluent, you know, if you got fluent enough to write a nice text, to be able to present a test, etc. But again, don't worry, it's not, you know, that we are gonna judge you, you know, point by point. It's okay, it's fine. Anyway, yeah, that's everything from my side, I think. Just one thing that I would like to ask you as a personal favor. I'm looking for some nice batik shop. Can you suggest me nice batik shop? Because first of all, one that can sell online, but I'm not sure if I can get fair quality and fair price on that, because I would be interested to see what price can I get buying from abroad for batik. So if any one of you knows something, you can send it to me. Okay. Anyway, that's all there.
Yeah.
We didn't see Miss Putri there.
Yeah, I think she's stuck with traffic jam.
Yeah. And also we didn't see any other student.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a nice lesson, I hope. Ria, Raisa. Hello, Elgin.
Hello, I'm sorry.
No problem, no problem. I wrote down your name on my blacklist.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not the one who wrong, so please give me a break.
Yeah, the blacklist is very long.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, no. Anyway, see you tomorrow with some of you, and no, actually, maybe with the I don't know, and the next week with the others. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Leo.
Bye bye.
Mr.
Thank you to you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Mr. Leo.
Mr. Leo.
Have a good rest.